Hello you guys, it's Nicole and I'm back with a video about this perm rod set that I achieved using my BodyWorks Citrus Fusion collection. The curls were super bouncy and they lasted a long time, so we're just going to get right into the video so you can achieve them too. I started off on hair that was freshly washed and conditioned with the Citrus Fusion conditioner. This conditioner can be used as both a rinse out or a leave-in, and I used it as both. You guys know my hair is naturally very frizzy and very seldom has curl definition when it's wet, so this little bit of curlage was like the bomb for me. I was so happy about it. But the Citrus Fusion collection doesn't have an oil, so I just went in with my jojoba manoi oil, and trying to saturate my hair with it, directly from the bottle was a hot mess, so I ended up spraying it into my hand for even application. Immediately after, I followed up with the hair and body butter from the Citrus Fusion collection. I'm using a very generous amount since I'm going to apply it to the section as a whole and not so much, each piece that I'm going to put on a roller. Now that we're done applying the moisturizing products, we're going to go ahead and start styling. I'm styling this perm rod set with the Mousse from the Citrus Fusion collection. Unlike the other products, this one unfortunately is not dual purpose. Once I find something, that we can use it for, I'll let you know. But for right now, it's just mousse. I'm applying this very generously because I want to make sure that, it does a good job at holding the curl. So I'm applying a lot, and then I'm going to go ahead and detangle and smooth my hair to prepare it for rolling. I'm using the purple perm rods, and I've already sat down and spent a considerable amount of time wrapping each one of the rollers that I own with wrapping papers, just to make sure that when I remove them, it isn't like snagging my hair or creating any frizz. And usually I would do the whole spiral flick of the wrist type of curl. But today I've been watching a whole bunch of De La Soul videos, and she does hers like this, and I'm really feeling her Shirley Temple curls. So shout out to her. I'll put her Instagram on the screen. You can follow her, and we're just going to keep going all over this big old head of mine. Alright, so it took me about an hour and a half, maybe I'm exaggerating, probably an hour to roll my entire head. And then after I finished rolling, I sat under my hooded dryer attachment for about 2 hours. I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning trying to just get my hair as dry as possible, so that the next day it wouldn't take so long until I'll be able to take the rollers out. And like I said, I did pack on a lot of mousse, so I had to prepare myself for the worst. So I sat under the dryer for 2 hours the night of styling, and then the morning after I sat under for another 2 hours. Mind you, I air dried in between me sleeping and waking up, so about 4 hours of air drying in between. And this was what I looked like when I was done. I had to take out one of them just to make sure, everything was in place, and boom, it was good. For the takedown, I'm going to coat my fingers in some of the one and only argan oil treatment. This will make sure that when I do have to put my hands on my hair, I'm not, creating any frizz. And also help to add a little bit of shine. Usually when I take these rollers out, I would do this little spiral thing in the opposite direction, but at some point I got lazy and I just started snatching them right through. But if you wrapped your hair, correctly and everything was smooth and into place, there's no problem with snatching it right through. The roller will literally, look, it just came right through. All right, so these two rollers were the fight. One of them, even though I wrapped it in the wrapping papers, this one right here, like, it still managed to snag my hair. I don't even think it's the same brand as all of the other ones that I got, because the ridges on it were much more prominent than the others. And even though I sat under the dryer for 2 hours, air dried for about 4 or 5 hours in between, and then sat under the dryer for another 2 hours, there was still one curl that was still wet, like literally only one. I was just trying to work with it basically, and I don't know why I still tried to separate it, but I just tried to tuck it away. So we're about to separate the curls now, and I'm once again coating my hands with the one and only argan oil treatment. This, like I said, will make sure that we're not creating any frizz or adding to any frizz that's already there, and it'll also help to add some shine to our hair. If you are a loyal subscriber, then you know that I generally do not super separate my hair. I separate it, substantially, but I also try to keep some clumped curls just so that when the style starts to get old and I feel like I'm losing my volume or something, I can like further separate to give the style like a little bit more oomph. So I tried to minimally separate, but at the same time, I feel like the folks that I watch who do these styles often, they definitely separate a lot more, and it helps to make sure that they get the right fro shape that they want. Being as though I just cut my hair, the shape that I have is really weird. Like, it was very hard for me to work with. I didn't know what to do with my hair after I finished styling it, but to just pick it and let it run free. So you're gonna see at the end, and then you're also gonna see me try to separate that crazy wet curl. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I tried that. And at this moment, I didn't know what my life was about anymore. Dana, why did you do this? Like, why did you do it? You see how it's the wet curl is really frizzy, and oh my goodness, oh gosh. All right, so just did a little bit of tugging and teasing just to try to get it, into a shape. This is what my hair is looking like pre-pick. Yes, I noticed there is a curl unseparated. I will get to it in a minute. But we're going to go in and, hey, cute face. Look at you, girl. Oh, hey, girl. But we're going to go ahead and start picking to kind of get some volume in here and try to, get a better shape, I guess. But I ended up trying to like separate my hair and only pick at the roots. It was really difficult for some reason today, but like I tried to put it in halves and then pick it, but I also didn't want to mess up the curls. I feel like when you do a roller set, those curls are more delicate than when you're fluffing like a twist out or a wash and go. So try to be really gentle, give it a good shake, and just let it fall and do what it wants to do. Super thankful to Eden BodyWorks for sending me this Citrus Fusion collection. I was very impressed. My hair was very shiny and defined, and like I said, the style lasted the whole week. So go ahead and give it a try. And as you know, I'm coming up on 1,000 subscribers. This may be one of the bundles, you never know. Maybe Eden that I'm partnering with. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share the channel with your friends and family. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.